Hi, in this video, we're going to talk about something that many ambitious women experience, but not many of them realize or name it. So if this is your experience, this video is absolutely for you. You look fine on the outside, you function well, you show up, you get things done. But on the inside, it's another story. You always find yourself slightly on edge, like something could go wrong any moment. And you might notice this in small ways throughout your day, like walking into a room and instantly checking how everyone is feeling. You are very good at reading energy of the room, and you do it without even noticing that you're doing it. Or that many of us find ourselves replaying conversations in our minds, wondering if we've said something wrong, or what if we said something that someone took it the wrong way? And that you might be finding it really difficult to switch off, even when nothing is actually happening. Your mind is still planning, preparing, thinking ahead, and it gets exhausting. And a lot of the time, you're the one people rely on, the one that who keeps everything together, the one who notices when something feels off, and the one who adjusts so that everything stays okay. And from outside, it just looks like you are a responsible person, you are capable, you are strong. But inside, it feels like you are slightly bracing, like you can't ever fully relax in the moment. Hi, my name is Shay. I'm a traditionally trained therapist, and I now coach women who are stuck in self doubt, procrastination, and functional freeze. And I move them from inaction into action. And I want to start by saying, if this is your experience, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. This isn't about you being too sensitive or being too much or being an overthinker. This is just your body doing exactly what it learned to do, because at some point you learned staying alert, reading the room, staying one step ahead kept you protected, kept you safe. So it makes complete sense that it is still there, not because you're broken, but because your system is trying to protect you. But you might wonder, why? Where does that come from? It is actually quite simple. Many of us grew up in environments that felt unpredictable, unfortunately. Maybe someone's mood quite quickly changed, or that maybe there was a tension that you couldn't quite explain, or that you never really knew what version of someone you might get. So, if you did grow up in an environment like this, it makes complete sense why you find yourself always feeling on edge. So, your system learned to stay alert. So, you started paying attention to everything, the tone of voice, the facial expressions, the little shifts in energy. You became really good at reading this because it helped you to feel more prepared. It helped you to keep you safe. And over time, this just became your normal. So you always have that low level basic anxiety, and you don't even realize that it is there because you just see this as your norm. You don't question it. You just become someone who is very aware, very in tuned, but also a little bit on guard. And now you grew up, you're an adult, and it actually leaks into your adulthood. What you've learned didn't just stay at your childhood, it is now translating into your current life. And this is probably how it's showing up. On the surface, you look like you're a strong person. You're the one who holds everything together. You're reliable. You think ahead. You don't miss things. But underneath that, you might hesitate to put yourself out there, or you find yourself overthinking simple decisions, and you're probably procrastinating on really important tasks that would move the needle for you, but because something in you is trying to avoid getting it wrong. Because at one point, getting it wrong was dangerous. So you probably people please, you soften yourself, you explain yourself just to keep things feeling okay. And the funny thing is, even when life is stable, your body hasn't quite caught up with that yet. So you're still responding as if you need to stay prepared. So the key shift here for you is this: you don't need more pressure. You don't need to push yourself harder, and you definitely don't need more confidence, because this was never a discipline problem for you. This was never a laziness problem for you. It was always a problem that your body just didn't fully feel safe to relax, to take risks, to put yourself out there, to be seen without preparing for something that might go wrong. So the way forward is this: it's not to push yourself, it is actually to slowly teach your system that it is okay not to be alert all the time. And here is what you might do: you don't have to change everything overnight. People think nervous system regulation is just this big giant thing, but it isn't. It is actually taking really, really small steps to teach your body a new way of feeling safe. So you might just start very simply by noticing moments where you are bracing and when you are scanning and where you feel that subtle tension in your body. And instead of pushing past it, distracting yourself, procrastinating, doing something, I'm going to ask you to pause, take a breath, and slow things down. And let your body catch up with the fact that right now you're okay. And this might feel small, but this is where shift begins. Because our minds travel 100 miles an hour, but our bodies are actually slow to catch up. So when you slow things down, you're allowing your body to catch up with your mind so that it can learn that it is actually safe in this moment, right here, right now. And please know that you're not like this for no reason. You adapted, and those adaptations helped you to become who you are today. But you don't have to stay in that state forever. You can learn to feel safe and still be strong and still go after what you want. And if you came this far and if you liked what you heard, follow for more, because I'm going to be talking about this a lot more.